back again with more rambling that no one's going to watch unless I do finally post these to my YouTube channel, which I might, but I don't know yet. And this is yet another ramble that's fitness related. Maybe they'll all be fitness related. I'm not sure. I have other things that I contemplate and could surely excogitate upon. But I was watching a YouTube video last night about training. Shocker. And full disclosure, it was a Renaissance periodization video with Dr. Mike Israetel, and he was reacting to like Hollywood training. I think those videos are just fucking gold. He makes some like pretty crazy, at times very yeah. I enjoy them. They're entertaining to say the least. But he was commenting upon one where there was a personal training scene, and he made a statement to the effect, it was like, yep, that's pretty realistic. That's what it's like. Personal trainer, you're just sitting there listening to your client complain, and they're like, doing the least amount of work possible, or not making any effort to, it basically improve on their own. And yeah, I guess I wanted to say something about that because I see a little bit of that when I'm out training. I've trained consistently at a Globo gym, a recreation center when I didn't have money for that, any kind of membership, and now 3 local gyms. My preference is to train at local gyms just because I think there's a lot of benefit in supporting local gym owners. And usually they have the kind of equipment that I'm interested in using. Good power bars, deadlift bars, quality plates like kilo plates, nice bumpers, nice, selection of squat racks, deadlift platforms. But that's not a necessity. Like when I maybe I should make a different post about this, but during the height of the pandemic, I was at the bottom of my apartment complex lifting sandbags because I did not have any place to train. So like, you don't need specialty implements to be able to get strong or to maintain your gains, but you definitely, if you have an option, you have a choice, it's nice to be able to give your money to a local establishment. Anyway, so in every single one of those types of environments, there have been trainers, and the trainers have had their clients, and they walk around. You can always see them because the trainer has the clipboard or their iPad or whatever it is that they're keeping track of the client stuff on. And it's like watching 2 little stars that are going around orbiting the sun together. They're all around the gym, and there are exceptions. I can think of a couple of times where I've seen trainers where you could tell that they're like, I'm gonna put your ass to work. Like if you're gonna pay me, I'm gonna punish you. And the client's eager. They're like, oh yeah, this is what I pay for, right? But for the most part, that's not what I see. Mostly I see people jumping from machine to machine, or from machine to a couple of weights, and then from weights to maybe something else. And it's just, I don't get the idea behind it. I don't get the progression. And I do hear a lot of talk. Mostly I have my headphones on so I can't hear anything, which is also the way I prefer to train. But but sometimes, like one of my headphones will fall out, like after a heavy deadlift session or something, just whatever. For some reason, my headphone's not in. And you hear mostly talking. Like that's what's going on. Or when I go back to review videos to check form or something, there's like just so much like blah, 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 and not like, okay, all right, come on, it's time for you to get this set done. The reason I'm even mentioning this is I feel like if you're going to pay for a personal trainer and you're going to pay someone to put you through the paces because you have a fitness goal, whether it's you want to get stronger, you're trying to lose weight, any of that stuff, why wouldn't you actually want to do the work? Why wouldn't you expect to leave a training session sweating like an asshole, excuse me, sweating like an asshole, worried about the kind of DOMs that you're going to have, because not necessarily because DOMs leads to gains, but if you're in the lifting game for a while, you kind of like the DOMs. You're just like, yeah, man, that was intense yesterday. Like I can't even walk. I can't even take a shit. It was It was a good training session. But I don't see that that's what most people who pay for trainers are interested in. They really just want to, well, there are exceptions, but mostly it seems like, oh, well, I pay my trainer so that I can, when I go have brunch with my friends, I can say, like, oh, well, I have a personal trainer. Like, okay, but so are you getting results? Because, ultimately, that depends on you, right? It's only as much work as you put into it that you'll see the benefits of that. And from my general observation, I don't see nearly as much of that. Maybe, if you're a trainer, I'd love to hear the opposite. If you're like, well, not in my experience, I've got like, a whole host of clients. Every single one of them comes in ready to work. They're not interested in shooting the shit. They want to get there, hit the machines, hit the weights, and, can't wait. Am I missing something? Maybe it's just what I've seen, because those types of people seem to be the exception and not the rule. And far be it from me, if you want to do something like that with your money, you want to pay someone hundreds of dollars a week, a month, however much it is, to do whatever it is you tell them to, but not make you work hard. Okay, that's it is your money. You can do what you want with it. But me personally, as someone who's actually never had a coach more than once, I would find that wasteful. And I usually, yeah, I don't even know what I would do, because I'm pretty self motivated. Like, even when I'm at my worst, mentally, emotionally, physically, just anywhere, I just make it a point to go train, because it means that much to me, and I have to have something that's consistent in my life. Even if it's a shitty session, I've had sessions where I go out and be like, this is garbage. Like, I'm only going to be here for an hour because I can tell I don't want to be here, but at least I show up and I try to get something done, right? But I don't know. I don't need a trainer or a coach or something like that to tell me to do that. It might be. It would be interesting. I don't know how I would react if I actually started paying someone to be like, my first thing would probably be like, this doesn't look hard enough, because I tend to really, and it's an issue that I still have to kind of rein myself in. You know, you don't have to do so many accessories. You don't have to be at the gym for 3 hours. Granted, I only train 3 to 4 times a week, but still, that is a long time. But yeah, to me, that seems like a bit of a waste to have an opportunity to work with someone, hopefully, who's learned, skilled, interested in your progress, and then just like not give yours, give 110% for yourself.